Hey everyone, Joe here with the Idaho Prepper channel, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make your very own custom 24-hour MRE survival meal kit, just like this. Stay tuned, this should be a good one. All right, so what you're looking at here is three basic MREs. So we have the USGI MRE. This is the one that most people are familiar with. This is a humanitarian daily ration. I've showcased these in a lot of my videos. And then we have a low sodium MRE by Sopaco. So the difference with these is you're looking, there's the prices definitely fluctuate quite considerably. So a case of these MREs is going to run you about $170 online. And then a case of these is going to run you about $30 online. So these are definitely the cheapest. And then a case of these is going to run you about $50 online. So the one thing that all three of these MREs have in common is that the consumer doesn't really know at the end of the day how well the contents in these kits has been preserved. So for all you know, one of these cases could have been sitting in the sun for a year, in the Middle East, baking at 130 degrees. And even though it has like a new inspection date, the food in here could be totally shot because it just wasn't stored correctly. Plus, if you buy a case of these MREs, you're just not guaranteed that every single one is going to be a home run or it's going to be something that you like. Usually like 2 or 3 of the meals are going to be something you can't even eat. So that right off the top of the bat, you're already losing money. So that brought me to basically making my own MRE. So the thing about this meal kit as opposed to these is, one, obviously it's a lot bigger because it consists of 3 different meals. And I know that it's all food that I like to eat, and I know it's fresh because I purchased it and packaged it myself. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you exactly how I put this MRE kit together. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and walk you through each one of these meals and show you exactly what I have in them. So starting with the dinner, I have this shredded beef. Now, I will say when I went to the grocery store and Walmart to put all this stuff together, I was surprised at how many options they had available for, DIY MRE. So it was really nice to see. I picked up quite a bit of stuff because I'm going to be making about 5 of these kits today. But I'm just going to show you this one. But there was an amazing amount of options to make your own MRE. So for this dinner entree, we have the shredded beef for the main meat portion of our entree, and that's going to be accompanied by this cilantro lime jasmine rice. And keep in mind, these aren't dehydrated. I mean, these meals, essentially you could eat right out of the bag. You definitely would want to heat them up. They're going to taste a lot better, but these are not dehydrated. These are like wet and ready to eat meals. So really cool to see these options available. Along with this dinner, I have some M&Ms as kind of like a dessert. And then I grabbed a couple of these hot sauce packets. And these I actually just picked up at the deli when I got some food. And, that's kind of something to think about if you're going to put one of these MREs together yourself. Just start, each time when you go out and you get something to eat, maybe just grab a few more of the condiment packets and you can kind of build it up and make your own MREs that way. So that's where I got these. And then I got this kind of a fruit drink powdered mix. And then, of course, I put some freeze-dried coffee because just any dinner is not complete unless you have coffee at the end. All right, next we have the lunch. And so this was interesting. I found these. There were 3 different flavors of these tamales. So I picked up these tamales. It was a really good deal. I can't remember off the top of my head what all this cost. I might do a cost breakdown at the end of the video so you can see what this all ended up costing. But these were really nice to find. Basically just some packaged tamales. They aren't dehydrated or freeze-dried. These are ready to eat right out of the bag. You just want to heat them up. The next thing we have is some chicken, and this was by Starkist. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Starkist has a bunch of these different flavors for the chicken meals. And so this is the Southwest style chicken flavor. As you can see, I'm kind of going with kind of a Southwestern spicy meal theme right here. Next thing I have are some crackers, and these I actually stripped from an old MRE. I actually have a huge tote full of different items that I've pulled from MREs. So we got some crackers, and then I have some regular M&Ms here for the dessert portion of the lunch, and then another hot sauce packet. And then we have our breakfast, and there are some snacks for the day included in this breakfast kit, but we have some hot chocolate. I have an instant oatmeal packet. This is cinnamon and spice. I have the sweet and salty trail mix packets. We have a coffee, because definitely could not start the day without a cup of coffee. We have a honey packet, and then another fruit drink, powdered drink mix. And the last thing we have here is a Pop-Tart. So I just put it inside of this quart-sized Ziploc Mylar bag with an oxygen absorber. So I just know that I've had a lot of different MREs, and when they include the Pop-Tarts in the MREs, this is how they pack them. They kind of pack them in the wrapping, like the company wrapping that they come in, along with an oxygen absorber inside of a Mylar bag. So I just went ahead and did that, and I'm sure it will help with the preservation of the Pop-Tart. We have some utensils here, and I have a wet nap that I'm going to be including in with our utensil and condiment pouch. The next thing we have are 3 of these Daytrex water packets. I have a heater, and you can actually buy these on Amazon in cases. And then we have some oxygen absorbers, a black Sharpie. I have about 4 of these poly bags, which I'm going to be placing each one of the meal kits in one of these bags so that they are compartmentalized inside of the main MRE pack. And then we have a 2-gallon Mylar bag. This is a really heavy duty Mylar bag. I think it's like a 5 mil, something like that. But this is what we're going to be putting the whole meal system inside of, and then heat sealing it with an impulse sealer. All right, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to compartmentalize this MRE, because you know me, I am definitely a stickler for organization, and this is just going to make the whole meal system a lot easier, especially if somebody is getting into this and it's an emergency and they need to know what's what. So I'm going to start with the breakfast kit, and I'm going to throw all of our breakfast and snack portions of the meal inside of this poly bag. Just like so. Throw the coffee, drink mix, and the condiment package in there. And then we're just going to go ahead and seal this up like that. And these are all self-sealing, so you just pull the sticky tape like that, and boom. So there is the breakfast, all nice and packaged up. All right, now we're gonna do the lunch portion. Put all of the ingredients in here like that. I think what I'll do is I'll put a water in here like that. Probably should have put a water in this one as well. We'll go ahead and open it up like that. Boom, there's the lunch portion. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put our dinner inside of our poly bag, just like so. It's amazing how well this all fit inside of these poly bags. So I'll make sure to leave links in the description for all these poly bags and basically all the components in these kits with the sizes and everything. So if you want to construct your own MRE, you know, this way. I'll make sure to leave all the dimensions that I used for this video in the link description. And link this up like that. All right, so there are our 3 meals for our 24-hour meal kit. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put our heater and our utensils and condiments package along with this wet wipe inside of this poly bag here. And I think this is like a 6x8, 6x10 inch poly bag. So I think our heater will actually, yep, fits in there perfectly. So I think I'll just keep these inside of the bag that they came in. And we'll put in our wet wipe. And there you have it. So there's a really well organized condiments pack. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything inside of our 2-gallon Mylar bag. All right, so as you can see, everything fit in there perfectly. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this over to the heat sealer and get this sealed up. And then the last thing we're gonna do is create a label with all of the contents inside of our MRE, slap it on the front, and we are done. All right, so we are ready to seal up our kit here. And I have my professional prepper grade impulse sealer here. Obviously you don't need one of these to seal your Mylar bag. You can just use an iron, but I'm gonna be using this impulse sealer because I have it. But I thought it'd be a good idea before I seal this up to just go ahead and throw in another oxygen absorber to the entire kit. This is a 500cc oxygen absorber. These are usually the oxygen absorbers that I use for my 5-gallon Mylar bags. But we're just gonna go ahead and throw that into the entire kit before we seal this up. All right, I think that's it. All right, perfect. Got a nice seal on our MRE. So let's go ahead and take this over to the computer and I'll print out a nice label for this kit. All right, so the way we're going to print the label for this MRE kit is through Avery.com. So Avery is the company that makes the do-it-yourself labels. You know, sometimes you might see them at Walmart or at Staples, but you can buy them and just print them out yourself on your computer and just design them on their website. Or you can just have them print them out, which I think if you're gonna be doing a lot of them, just have them print them because in the long run, you save money and they always turn out better when they do it. But the design program that they have on their website is extremely easy to use. So I'm gonna go over to the address and shipping label template because I actually have a 4x6 label printer. And we are going to select the single 4x6 label and click Start Designing. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys a quick little demonstration on how easy it is to use their design program. So here we have the template of our 4x6 label, and I'm gonna go over here to you have the text button, image button, data button, a bunch of other stuff, but we're just gonna be using the text button feature here and maybe the image button. So if you wanted to add like a little image to your MRE, you can do that. So we're gonna do that. We can click image and then click add image right here. And it says browse for file. And I'm gonna scroll down and let's say, we'll go ahead and use the Idaho Prepper logo here. And we'll just go ahead and, I don't know, place that like right there. All right, now we're gonna head on over to the text box and we're going to click on add text box. And I'm going to drag this up here like so. We'll highlight this, delete it, and I think we will title this, let's see, 24-hour MRE, let's see, kit. Yeah, sounds good. All right, this is just kind of a rough idea, but I'm gonna go ahead and add another text box, and let's see, we'll kind of subtitle this, since this meal is kind of like a spicy Southwestern type meal, we'll just call it Spicy Southwestern. Yeah. And then we hit text box again. And then here is where we will add all of the different components in this MRE. So I'll go ahead, fill this out, and then once I'm done, I'll show you what the final product looks like, and then we'll print it out and put it on the MRE. Okay, so I have my label all finished. So I'm just gonna go ahead and print this. Our printer button, it is to the label maker, and we will push print. And there is our label. So there you have it. And I went ahead and I put today's date on there so we know, you know, when this MRE was made and packaged. All right, so we just unpeel the label here and place it on the front of our MRE, just like that. And boom, we're done. So I'm gonna make 4 more of these. Obviously, you guys can get some better, you know, label paper and print out a really nice glossy label, but this is just what I had in stock, so it's not that bad. I've actually used these before for things like this, and they actually last a pretty long time. So I'm just going to be storing this away in a tote in my pantry, and I'm going to go ahead and make 4 more of these for the rest of my family. All right, so before we wrap up this video, I wanted to go ahead and show you all of the different options I found when I was at the grocery store. So we have this Heat and Eat rice-a-roni. This is a rice in what looks like a spicy Spanish sauce. We have these Tex-Mex pinto beans by a company called Philos, not sure. And then we have some garlic and olive oil jasmine rice. And then some regular jasmine rice. And then there was just a huge variety of different flavored chicken. So we have some, what is this, lemon pepper chicken. We have this fajita flavored chicken. This is just some plain chicken here. And then we have this barbecue chicken. And then another plain chicken. So that was really cool. And then the 2 tamale options, we have this bean salsa roya flavored tamale, and then a beef salsa verde, or bean salsa verde option. So really cool to find these. All right, and then we have these 3 entrees here. So these were definitely the best find. So we have a roast beef, we have a beef taco filling, and then we have these meatballs. So that was awesome to find these. I'm really glad to know that those are available, and they will definitely make a great addition to my MREs. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions for me, and if you plan on making an MRE kit like this for yourself. I'll make sure to leave links in the description for all of the products that I use to put this one together. So if you haven't done so already, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and hit that notification bell at the top of your screen. So with that said, until the next time, stay prepared.